Say that again.
Our intro sounds like pee-pee. I'm Riley. That's me.
I'm
And
Connor.
That's Connor.
Yeah, there's my name tag maybe. I don't know. It doesn't.
Maybe
Don't follow me on Instagram.
You can be Levi for today.
I guess. Yeah. Levi's not here. He had to go to Switzerland.
For a dentist's appointment.
Not what I was gonna say. Yeah, that works. Yeah,
What
no,
were you
that's
gonna? Please go ahead.
No, he's been trying. He is being tried for crimes against humanity. But
From the dentist.
yeah, I think he's got a lot of time in Switzerland.
Oh,
so
sure,
maybe
sure.
he does
Yeah.
have a dentist appointment too.
Maybe it's like one of those regulated things. He needed to go to the dentist because he was incarcerated, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Your teeth look terrible."
And sometimes I think they do it there because you could hide like a cyanide pill in your tooth. You got
That's-
to get that out.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for Switzerland.
Yeah. That's why he's being there. We can't really talk about his crime, but
You know what he
he
did.
might be there for a while.
You guys know what he did. We got milk.
Yeah, we do. This is so exciting.
Oh my gosh. It's been like 20 episodes or something like that since we last had milk.
I really don't know.
Can we say the brand? It's not a very local thing, is it?
Oh yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's Meyer chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's good.
It's actually pretty good. It tastes like melted chocolate ice cream, a lot like the Oberweis did.
Yes. Wow.
Oh my gosh, we get to give it a review. It's been so
Uh,
long.
Yeah, I didn't. That was not my review sip. I didn't really go into
You
it.
need a different one for that.
That's a solid 8 out of 10, I think. Trying to remember how we rated things.
Yeah, no, I think Oberweis was our only 10. That feels like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Wow.
Get ready for my funny joke.
Oh, here we go.
Do I have a mustache?
Nice.
What are we actually doing today, Connor?
Yes. I had a lot of fun putting together this episode. We're
Good.
talking about some music, more specifically the genres of rock and roll, and rap, rhythm and poetry.
I was gonna say I didn't
Yeah.
recognize either of those until you elaborated.
Yeah, and most we're talking about when they combine.
Oh,
Not really.
gosh.
I guess not really combine, but when I have a whole paragraph here explaining this better because I'm not good off the cuff. But no, it's just when rock musicians take a little dip into rap,
Wow.
and it's not good. That's what we're gonna find out. It's usually it's not. I don't think it's ever been good because I guess because like stuff like the Beastie Boys, it's like that's different because they're rappers. Who
That's kind of like a
put
fusion.
rock
Yeah.
on their music. So yeah, rock and rap are genres that many would think are kind of on opposite sides of the musical spectrum.
For sure.
Not really a lot of cross contamination between fans there. There have of course been successful crossovers like the Beastie Boys and then like Run DMC and Aerosmith. Walk This Way. But these acts, they're like I said, they're respected rappers who brought rock into their music. Most of the time, when people think of rock and rap combining, it's like new metal, like Limp Bizkit,
Sure.
and Kid Rock, which is
Never
not good.
good.
No. And that they've kind of made rap like part of their thing, unfortunately. So instead, this is just again, most artists who mostly are rock and whatever else, but they decided to do a bit of rap, bit of hip hop,
Good for them.
because it's a fun thing to do.
but not good for them.
Yeah.
Probably bad for their careers.
At most of the points in these careers, they're kind of like over.
Sure.
Yeah,
So is the main point that it's like it's not that good and the demographics are so completely different that their main art, like if I was I don't know, like Post Malone, let's say. I'm
Yeah.
Post Malone. I make a
Nice.
rock song. I'm not making that song for my current audience.
I mean, none of these are very like they're not fan favorites of any
Okay.
of the artists' fans. I think it's mostly just like we're not gonna like do a deep psychological dive into why these people made this music. It's just not good. It's just kind of funny to say like why'd they rap
Gotcha.
and why are they rapping like that?
Well, I hear we got 6 songs to look at. 5 songs to look at.
Because I got one we're gonna get into. I got the actual song and then I got this all written down. But the original song I personally think is pretty good, and I think most people would agree on that.
Okay.
But then there's a rap verse, and the acapella of that rap verse is not. It's like kind of like why am I listening to this?
Okay.
I think the word that I would describe myself as like while listening to all this, because I list like most of these are just like singles that the people release, but
Gotcha.
there's one guy that had a whole album. I had to listen to most of it, I was dumbfounded. Like I had a look on my face. It was just like, why?
Jaw to the
Yes.
floor. Why did he write this? Or
Yeah.
she? I guess I don't know.
Yes, good segue there, because the first one we're talking about is Blondie.
Oh,
Or-
yes,
yeah,
of course.
Debbie Harry. That's not Blondie. That's Debbie Harry. She's the lead singer of Blondie.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
And Blondie, of course, is famous for.
What, like, you want a song? Yeah, Call Me.
Yep.
Oh, call. Yeah, you need.
I wasn't quizzing you. I was asking.
Yeah, that's
I want that to be very clear.
Call
I
Me.
forgot.
I think that's their biggest one.
Okay.
I got Heart of Glass. Which that's like controversial.
Really?
Because it's
like if it's good or
no, that one's obviously really good. But like when it first released, it was like they sold out because it was like a disco track.
Gotcha.
That's not any good.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this is actually a kind of an important song in the history of rap. It's one of the first real successful rap songs, if you want to call it that. Because we obviously like the first one's probably most people are going to point to Sugar Hill Gang's "Rapper's Delight,"
Sure.
charted at number 36 on Billboard Hot 100. But then this song, Blondie, "Rapture" is the song. A little pun there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was actually number 1 on the charts in 1981. So like it's a big song.
Yeah.
And so unlike the other songs we're gonna talk about, this one actually kind of has some merit to it because all the other ones it's kind of like they are selling out and like probably shouldn't be rapping.
Right. Okay.
But this one, Debbie Harry and Chris Stein, the guitarist of Blondie, they actually like were kind of part of the scene. They attended block parties in Brooklyn's like growing rap scene.
So they kind of knew what
Yeah.
the scene looked like. They knew their way around the culture. They weren't just going into it because they thought it would make them money.
Exactly. And at this time, it wasn't like a popular thing, or it wasn't a very easy way to get success by just rapping.
Right.
Because it was a new genre at
Gotcha.
this point. And so this song was also notable for being one of the first major hip hop, or I guess the first major hip hop song to use original music instead of sampling, because of course it's a band. They
Right.
can play their own music. It starts off as a pretty standard Blondie tune with Debbie Harry's ethereal vocals and a very killer bass line from bassist Nigel Harrison.
You got to be critical on this bass line. I
Yes.
want to hear
It's pretty funky.
all the intricate pieces. Little sax line in there.
Yeah. It's pretty good instrumental.
Yeah.
Got a little fade out here, I think.
Might just go for the next 3 minutes.
That's like a 6-minute long song.
There it is.
So yeah, that's a pretty good song so far.
Yeah. Okay. So, you got the 2 parts of it.
Yes. 'cause
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We got then about a minute and a half in, that's when Blondie starts rapping. Or I guess not Blondie, Debbie Harry.
I can't imagine how you transition from that to a rap verse.
She just kind of jumps into it.
Okay.
Yeah, and listening to it with all, of course, the great backing tracks. It's like, this is a good song. It's kind of fun when she raps. I used to really like this song.
Okay.
But then I did find a stripped down version with just her vocals, and now we're gonna listen to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Five Freddy told me everybody's fly. DJ spinning, I said, my, flash is fast, flash is cool, Francois, c'est pas, flash
goes on
and
for a
do,
while.
and you don't stop. Sure shot.
How long
Go
does it
out
actually go?
to
On
the
this, I
parking
don't-
lot, and you
I-
get in your car.
I just
and
had to get
drive
the
real
good parts
far,
in
and
there.
You drive all night, and then you see a light, and it comes right down, and it lands on the ground, and out comes a man from Mars, and you try to run, but he's got a gun, and he shoots you dead,
Nope.
and he eats your head, and then you're in the man from Mars. You
get
go
that.
out at night, eating cars, you eat Cadillacs, Lincolns too, Mercuries and Subaru, and you don't stop. You keep on eating cars. Then, when there's no more cars, you go out at night and eat up bars where the people meet.
I had to get that
Face
part
to
in there.
face,
I
dance
really
cheek
like
to
that.
cheek.
Like where the people
One to
meet.
one, man to man, dance toe to toe.
Could probably
Don't
pause.
move too
Good.
slow.
Yeah. Whenever you
dance
feel like it. I was enjoying
I
it.
forget. So yeah, I mean, at that time though, it's kind of like a standard rap. It's not like it's obviously now it's kind of clunky.
Yeah. It feels like you get a group of like 6th or 7th graders together, and we're gonna write a rap song. That's
Yeah.
a very similar vibe
Yeah,
to what
but
you
I mean,
get out
at
of
the
that.
time, like that's how most of it sort of sounded, except of course this is Debbie Harry of
Right,
Blondie
right.
rapping, and I mean it's all downhill from here.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that one's lost due to time. Are the rest of them just bad?
yes, the rest of I mean, yeah, the rest of them are kind of questionable.
All right. Good.
But
Good
yeah,
to know.
I mean, that song, it's 6 minutes long. A good third of it is just her rapping, and she keeps going. Eventually, they start eating guitars. I don't know why. I don't
What's
know
up with
why.
the eating
I don't
thing?
know. I really didn't get any of that.
She
Yeah,
figured out how to rhyme like a bunch of car names together, and then she's like, "Oh, how do I
Yeah.
use this? How,
And then I
I
don't.
must use this power that I have now."
She was the first one to probably do it though. Groundbreaking stuff.
I guess it was. It just
Yeah,
you just hate to look back at it with what we have now.
I still like it. Honestly, it's okay.
Okay.
But I guess, unfortunately or fortunately, this was not the last rap song that Debbie Harry and Chris Stein would find themselves on.
Good.
This is 8 years later with the 1989 release of "Standing in the Spotlight" by Dee Dee King, also known as Dee Dee Ramone, the bassist of the Ramones. You know, the punk band,
Yes.
Blitzkrieg Bop and all that.
Yes. Yes.
So
it
yeah,
was.
he made a rap album.
Great.
And he's the bassist.
I love to hear
He's
it.
not really known for being the leading man and singing.
And not rap.
No, they did not. I don't think they ever rapped. So yeah, it's Dee Dee, real name Doug Colvin, was tired of constantly playing the character of Dee Dee Ramone, because I mean, all four of them in the Ramones are playing a character.
Right.
They obviously weren't all like that, sort of.
Right.
Um,
Good marketing strategy.
yeah, and instead he wanted to be a gold chain sporting rapper. So he took on the role of Dee Dee King, named after B.B. King.
Right.
Right.
He's like a jazz player, isn't he?
Like blues. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no rap connection there. I
Uh-uh.
just think he likes B.B. King.
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, the rapping is what you'd expect, and the singing it gave validation towards Joey Ramone being the singer, not Dee Dee.
Okay.
Yeah. The album starts off pretty strong with Mashed Potato Time, and you're gonna.
Okay.
This is a rap album, and you can hear Debbie Harry of Blondie on the backup vocals.
Great.
Yeah.
It's time to rock. It's time to rap.
Are you ready?
It's time for the mashed potato attack.
This is that backup vocal from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I drive a Mercedes. I like to impress the ladies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bars.
The whole
Bars.
world too. This ain't the twist or the boogaloo.
This is Mashed Potato.
That's so. So he wanted to be a gold chain sports fan.
Rap.
Rapper. Sorry. Sports
It-
fan.
looking at the description of that song on YouTube, it gives like the credits, and there were like 8 writers on that.
No way.
Yeah, it said like they were 8 listed writers, which I can't imagine what they all did. Maybe they like wrote the like the vocals and all that.
This was like this was their first song that they've ever written. They just picked them up like out of like businesses outside. Oh, they got off work. I need you 8 people to write a song.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I really don't know, because that all sounds like it's just straight out of Dee Dee's head.
Exactly.
And Dee Dee, he's really like with the Ramones. He wrote some pretty good songs, like, and they weren't about like doing the mashed potato.
Mm-mm.
Like they were like some of the best Ramones songs, like 53rd and 3rd and Chinese Rocks, which are like about male prostitution and heroin addiction.
Like pretty big
Yeah,
subjects.
and it's kind of like autobiographical in a sense. I don't know what happened when he decided to write any of this stuff.
I think this was Exhibit A of why he didn't write for the Ramones.
Well, yeah, he did write some stuff. He's very good at writing punk songs. I think it's just a bit different when you have to write a lot of words. Because if you listen to
Okay.
Ramones songs, there's like 4 words
They
just
just
repeated
keep
for
saying
like
them.
2 minutes.
Okay. That's what I love about the Ramones. You
Yeah.
know exactly what
It's
you're gonna get.
very simple, and this album, again, unlike the Ramones, it's kind of all over the place.
No way.
And then after Mashed Potato Time, the great time that was, we have too much to drink numbers. There.
Yep,
Yeah, he's kind of, it's like a rap thing. It's kind of cool.
That is
You wouldn't get it.
that is too cool for me to understand.
Yeah, and it's Unlike you think like the title, it's kind of like you think it would be kind of like a punk rock attitude at least because he's having too much to drink.
And
He's kind of like he's regretful instead.
oh,
It's like a very calm. It's a very poetic rap about drinking too much.
well, at least this seems like the deepest song that we're gonna listen to so far.
Yeah, I think we're not gonna listen to that one. I don't have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm
All
just
right.
going through the tracks because it is just again, it's all over the
Sure.
place. Baby Doll, kind of like Mashed Potato Time, is a doo-wop track, like a throwback.
Mhm.
Not much rapping in that one. I don't know why. Yeah,
You can only rap so much.
Yeah, there's really not that much rapping in it. It's like here, if you look at the album cover, it's like 5 different pictures of Dee Dee being all like a rapper and very cool.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know why he did Baby Doll.
And then he's got the mashed potato time.
yeah, I don't,
It's like it's like having really great album art and then it being like
it's really not like that great.
just like baby songs. It's
Yeah.
like having the ABCs in there.
Like the next song, The Crusher, is about Dee Dee being a wrestler, which
Yeah.
I was at this point kind of zoned out. Like the lyrics don't mean anything to me. I zoned back in. Like, wait, is he talking about wrestling?
I was gonna say this is the first one that you've talked about that I've been re-interested in.
Yes.
I want to listen to this
Yeah,
song.
no, that one he talks about wrestling. I think he like either wrestles a Russian called the bear or he wrestles a bear. Either one.
You know what? I understand.
Maybe-
That's an easy
yeah,
mistake to
maybe
make.
Both. I don't know.
A Russian bear called the bear.
Then there's a Poor Little Rich Girl, which is a very Ramones sounding song. The only Ramones sounding song. It's a very simple punk rock track.
Sure.
I think for me, the real highlight of the album is German Kid. Once again, we hear Debbie Harry on the backup vocals.
Nice.
And we'll get into that after we play it.
Oh, okay.
This is D.D. King on the mic. 150 pounds of dynamite. The guy with the rhyme about the pyramid.
I don't know what that's
Bet you
about.
didn't know I was a German kid. Und ich finde es gut, weil
It just
Leute
doesn't work.
Ich hab der Energie,
Sorry.
ich hab der Kraft. Ein hübsches Mädchen.
He's rapping in
gibt mir
German
einen
now.
Ein Geld für den
He's a
Taxi.
German. He starts rapping in German.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, no. When he says the guy with the rhyme about the pyramid,
Yeah.
I must have missed something. I don't know. That might be a self-reference to
One of the earlier
yeah,
songs
but
he
I
had
don't
a
know.
rhyme involving a pyramid.
Yeah, yeah. That's we hear Debbie Harry singing half American, half German because Dee Dee is he lived in Germany for a time, as you
So
can
he's
tell.
half German.
Half
That
American.
is how that works.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know why he decided to rap in German.
They're all like the most shallow rhymes and lines that I've
yeah.
ever heard.
Yeah.
It makes modern rap look like an absolute masterpiece, which some of it is.
I mean, yeah,
absolutely.
It's way better than this.
Oh yeah.
I didn't translate any of the German stuff, but maybe that part is like actually thoughtful. Maybe he's better speaking German or rapping in German.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
That's not a language I really want to rap in.
Is this gonna happen to our modern day rap, like songs that we're growing up with now? Or are we gonna look back and be like, those suck?
No, because
so
this
bad.
is not this was not popular rap at that time.
Okay, I guess.
Like
yeah.
1989, that's when Paul's Boutique by the Beastie Boys released,
Gotcha.
and that's a good one.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I don't really
And
listen to rap.
that was also its own like brand new thing. That was like rap rock fusion kind of.
That one. So 1986, that's Licensed Ill. That's rap rock. That's
Okay.
really what put rap on the map.
Gotcha.
Paul's Boutique is kind of like a step in a different direction.
Okay.
I could talk about Paul's Boutique for a while.
I think we're gonna listen
Yeah.
to it after this, guys.
Awesome. Let's go. And then so I read somewhere I was reading some articles about it. Dee Dee rapping is what they said sounds way too similar to Bobby Boris Pickett from the Monster Mash.
Okay. Sure.
Definitely, I definitely get that, and it kind of ruined everything.
One sentence ruins it all.
Yes.
It was ruined before that sentence.
Well,
for
yeah,
me.
but it's like, oh my god, he's so right. I've never read a truer sentence. And yeah, so I've got he's good at writing punk songs. It just doesn't translate to rap.
they're very different skill sets, and
Yes.
every single one of these has shown that.
So move away. We're gonna move away from D.D. King.
I hate to hear
Yes,
that.
unfortunately, he's only got the one album before I think he just stopped.
Fell
music
off the face of the
Stop
planet.
music forever or rejoined the Ramones because he quit the Ramones for
Yeah.
this. Like he stopped doing the Ramones. For
Oh,
a time.
really?
Yeah, they had to.
You
hire
thought
a
this
new
was gonna
bassist.
take off?
Yeah, he just did not want to do the Ramones, so they had to stop playing with their original bassist for a bit.
Oh well.
Like, yeah, I think. I mean, at that point, the Ramones weren't doing any great stuff either. I don't think. Now we're gonna talk about, of course, the greatest band of all time, Weezer.
That explains.
Because yes, of
We got
course,
the-
because of course they got a rap song.
we got the blue.
Yeah. There's quite a few times where Rivers Cuomo, lead singer of Weezer, has sort of rapped.
Okay.
But this time we're gonna talk about a song where he's got actually a feature on this one.
Oh no way.
Yes.
Oh, so this is not a Weezer song.
No.
is
So
it?
it is a Weezer song, but he's got a feature from an actual rapper.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yes. But still, the chorus and verse and everything else about it is all Weezer, and it's not good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because while we're not like Weezer fans, some Weezer stuff still
I am
holds
a
up.
Weezer fan.
You are a Weezer fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Blue Album is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Oh, okay.
No, that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah. They have like three. I'm gonna say 3 3/4 good albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one's the 3/4?
So it's actually they got Blue and Pinkerton. Those are the two good ones.
Okay.
They've got White Album. That's another good one. And then somewhere in between that 3/4 is Green Album, Pork and Beans from the Red Album. Just the one song. And then Everything Will Be All Right in the End. Everything else is pretty much forgettable.
Got it.
Yeah. And this song is not from any of those albums.
That makes sense,
surprisingly.
actually.
Yeah. The song is I Can't Stop Partying, which was on the band's 2009 album Ratitude.
I can't imagine wanting to listen to a song called unless it's ironically. I should be very clear.
I don't know, man.
You don't know?
There's a lot of times where Rivers can kind of poke fun at himself.
Yeah.
Like he's a nerd, but like he does that in a better way on the Blue Album.
Okay.
This time I don't know.
Is he serious? Is he not?
I don't. Yeah, he can't stop partying. It's a total departure from the regular Weezer style, sonically and writing wise.
Sure.
And Rivers sings about needing Patron, like I need some alcohol.
It's milky.
He needs cars. He's got a big posse on him. He says that. And then of course he has his insatiable appetite for partying. He just can't stop.
Is he gonna eat the party and eat the cars? Eat the Subaru. He's like that one.
The real highlight though is there's two versions of this that I found. The real highlight of both of them is of course the rap verse from an actual rapper.
Yay.
The album version from Ratitude has Lil Wayne. Like,
Okay.
He's got a short verse, but he manages to squeeze in iconic line after iconic line. In
Yeah.
This one. Yeah. He talks about partying like tomorrow, party like tomorrow is my funeral. Gotta stop mixing alcohol with pharmaceuticals.
Ooh.
That's good.
Okay, that is a bar.
That's in a Weezer song. And then, please don't shoot me down because I am an endangered species.
Okay.
I think he ends on that. But of course, he squeezes in there is the greatest line from any song ever. Is it's Weezer and it's Wheezy, which of course Lil Wayne's nickname is Wheezy. I think that's the only reason they got Lil Wayne for this.
Just because he could fit that bar in there.
Yeah,
That-
because that's perfect.
It works.
And another same thing with the version on YouTube I found with Chamillionaire. Which I don't really know who Chamillionaire is.
I've
I feel
never
like I've
heard
heard
that
his
name
name before, but I don't know what songs he has. Didn't want to look it up.
Okay.
Again, with his version, the best part is just hearing a rapper say Weezer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna listen to his
That is
verse right
fun.
here.
Yep.
I'm a rock star, not a pop star. Pay the toll and hop on my freeway.
This is a Weezer song.
This is crazy, man. You keep reminding me. I actually did keep forgetting. That's always the problem.
It's her B-day. She wanna hear Weezer on replay. For Pete's sake, do I look like I'm the DJ? Wanna be on TV? What you
We gotta get to the chorus.
Oh,
We
my
gotta
bad.
hear that.
Oh, I apologize.
She grabbed my guitar, walked to the exit, grabbing the door, trying to get her and a friend to the car, and I'm trying to get her to dismantle the block. Come on.
Now it's a Weezer song.
Yes. Yeah. Can't stop.
He can't stop
He
partying,
just
partying.
cannot.
That-
Go ahead.
No, I
No.
just can't believe it. I can't believe that's a Weezer song.
Yeah, the video for that one, I don't know what it is. It's like a live performance of the song. And so we got there's usually 4 people in Weezer. Yeah. They brought in a drummer, like an additional drummer for this one because they had to have the other 3 on like each on different keyboards to play this live, and they all look miserable. They're in like silver jumpsuits, just tapping on the keyboards.
It's kind of fun.
Like Rivers Cuomo is obviously the leader of this band, and they kind of just have to follow along.
They have to
with
do
him.
whatever he wants them to.
Rivers looks just absolutely out of his mind on this.
Does he look like he's having fun though?
No.
Oh, okay.
He cannot stop partying. And I think it's
no.
like he's not worried about it, but it's like he's just not thinking about anything else. He's got the wide guitar stance, and he's just like chugging along. Eyes are just crazy. He's not making a single facial expression here. Just I cannot stop partying.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the last one, of course, will be Mumford and Sons, right?
Do they have a rap song?
I don't think so. I was just making a little jokey joke.
Okay. I don't know. that would be worth putting on here.
That wouldn't be a number 6 spot though. I don't think, or number 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Without their original banjo player, I don't think they can make a rap song.
I know. I know. Everyone feels the same about it.
Yeah. So this is last, but definitely not least. This is the probably the highest stature of an artist we're gonna cover here.
Okay.
We're gonna step away from punk rockers and Weezer rapping. We're gonna look at a certified musical genius's try at hip hop.
All right.
That genius we're talking about is Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Huh.
Yeah, you know the Beach Boys, right? Good Vibrations.
Certified
Sounds.
musical geniuses.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Just him.
Okay.
He's the musical genius, trouble genius, I will say. But he's proven himself to be pretty good at making music.
Yeah, in the genre that he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is years after he left the Beach Boys. He released his first solo self-titled album in 1988. And after that, there was a follow-up plan, but was eventually canceled, called Sweet Insanity, and that would have featured the rap track "Smart Girls."
Okay.
Yeah. And the song is actually put together by Matt Dyke, who worked with the Dust Brothers when producing "Paul's Boutique" by the Beastie Boys. So,
full circle.
Yeah. No, he's like they've got some real people on here because I mean this is Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
They're gonna get who Brian Wilson needs. Which, I mean, there's a lot of other factors going into why Brian Wilson is making a rap song.
Sure. Yeah.
He was not really with the best people during his later career. He kind of had an abusive like therapist person, kind of like Britney Spears.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like kind of like controlled all of his life. So I think they were trying to like capitalize on rap. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that's odd.
It seems very forced. And similar to how Matt Dyke and the Dust Brothers produced the Beastie Boys album Paul's Boutique, there's a lot of this is a very sample heavy song, except all the samples are from Beach Boys hits. Which
if you don't have to remake anything, why would you? You know?
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, this is Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, "Smart Girls."
Not much going on behind her smile. I want it hot, mental stimulation. Women with more imagination. That's smart girls are my inspiration. Give them me.
Doesn't work.
That was good though.
Sure.
Wouldn't it be nice if? Yeah, no, I don't know.
So what's going on with his vocal there? It feels like he's
rapping.
flying around me.
Oh,
I don't know if you picked up on
No.
it. I feel like that guy is like flying around me and he's getting closer and further away on like
maybe
each ear.
yeah, I don't. Maybe that's just from the YouTube video I found. Which the YouTube video, like, it's obviously not an official one. Some guy put it together and put like pictures of stuff on it. It's pretty good.
And then, of course, we have to talk about that sample that they threw in there.
Yes.
What?
It's an absolute nightmare.
It's just in there.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not.
that's how like all the songs. That's how all the samples are.
It's the only thing you can say about it is it's there.
Yeah.
It doesn't try to move into it or move out of it. They just like basically play one of the Beastie Boys songs.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of those like that.
Did I say the Beastie Boys?
You did.
I meant.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to correct you, but yeah, there's just a bunch of Beach Boys songs just in there, and like they just throw in like Surfing USA. And that doesn't really fit him. Like he was busy like "Smart Girls" giving me good vibrations, and like wouldn't it be nice if yeah. And I didn't put this in, but at like towards the end, he does like God Only Knows, which you know that song, right? God Only Knows What I'd Be Without You.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really, really beautiful song. It's just God only knows what I'd be without smart girls. With the lyrics, I don't like. He somehow finds a way to both to be misogynistic towards woman's like intelligence and their body. Like he's like talking about how other people like exploit women for their bodies. I like their intelligence, and that's all that's good for me.
You know, that is what makes someone a certified musical genius.
Yeah, this is the past. This is after Pet Sound.
You're right. It does seem very forced.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that he had his heart in any of this
Yeah.
while he was doing it.
With the sample of Good Vibrations though, it really highlights the production of that one though, because it's like that song. It can be kind of like, whoa, what's happening? This is kind of creepy at points.
Right.
And that really helps there when it's like you're listening to a rap song by Brian Wilson and that comes out, like, oh my God, this is the worst timeline. Why? I'm like, I honestly, it was kind of freaky listening to it at first.
Yeah.
Like, why is this in the song?
That is, I cannot imagine what would have to happen for that song to be made.
Yeah, and I mean,
And that it did happen. That's the worst
thank
part.
God it wasn't released though officially. Like,
Oh,
it was leaked.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Maybe that's just an early version. Maybe we're just being too critical.
Maybe just playing around. Like we never got an official track list for that album. It's
Exactly. This is just like V1 Donda.
Yes.
This wasn't ever meant to be released, but
Yeah.
you know,
And I'm sure if he did have more time on it, it probably would have been the greatest song
it would have
ever.
been so good.
Because that's like all those Beach Boys songs, so good.
And they would have gone right in so smoothly and then came out. I don't think so though.
Yeah,
I think it's just bad.
Yeah,
I don't think it's ever going to be good.
kind of fun though. A little relic.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to it though. Unfortunately, that's not on Spotify. Neither is the Chamillionaire version of I Can't Stop Partying.
Right.
But
YouTube.
do you want to? Yes, that's all on YouTube. I have the links there in the description.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm on top of that now.
Good.
And then, of course, if you want to listen to Standing in the Spotlight, the entire rap album by D.D. King, that is on Spotify. That's
Go ahead.
so good. I listen to it. That's on my Spotify. That's like in my algorithm now.
Nice. That's okay. You'll get some really great recommendations
Oh,
out of
yeah.
that. Well, I think that's all you. I don't want to speak for you.
One more. Yeah, really not much else to say. That's what I got.
That's all right. Well, that was a great episode. Thank you for putting
Yeah.
all that together.
I had some real fun listening to these tracks.
I'm glad to hear it. I had some real listening to
Yeah.
these tracks too.
Yeah. All right, we got.